America's Netball World Cup qualifying tournament from the National Indoor Sports Center in Kingston, Jamaica. And we have the best crowd of the day inside the venue now as we get ready for the next match. The host nation, Jamaica, taking on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. St. Vincent and the Grenadines coming off a victory earlier today. Jamaica, this is their opening match of the tournament, and I'm alongside Oberon, Peterson, Natty and Natasha Batiste getting ready for this encounter. Natasha, let me get you in here first, because St. Vincent and the Grenadines, impressive victory earlier today, and now they take on Jamaica, the home team, the world #3 ranked team. And although the Jamaicans do not have many of their stars, the Vincentians must be looking at this as a really good opportunity to gauge how far they have come as a team.
Indeed, I know that a lot of the young ladies, they look up to a lot of the Jamaican senior players. So this is a great opportunity for them to gauge, as you said, where their level of netball is and what they need to implement when they come up against stiffer competitions like Barbados and Trinidad.
Yeah, well, before we get deeper into this upcoming game, let's have a look at what took place earlier. And this, of course, Trinidad and Tobago taking on St. Lucia. Trinidad and Tobago won earlier today, 55-24 over Antigua and Barbuda. And this second encounter, they came away with a commanding victory as well over the St. Lucians. In fact, it was a no contest over in Peterson Natty, because the Trinidadians had too much firepower for St. Lucia.
Definitely, they really did outplay St. Lucia. St. Lucia struggled right throughout, trying to find persons to get the center pass, trying to move that ball from the defensive end into the attacking end, and just playing was not moving to get the ball. You know, they were stagnant, they were caught in just one little area, and it makes it easier for Trinidad to get those intercepts.
Yeah. Shep Maxwell, the 44-year-old for St. Lucia, tried as best as she could, but the combinations, all of them worked for the Trinidad and Tobago team. And Noel, when she was on, was brilliant at goal shoot. Did have a couple of misses that you would feel she has to improve on. Tiana Dillon, when she came on, she was just magnificent. A beauty to behold on the netball court, and she is definitely part of the future for Trinidad and Tobago, and a bright part of the future, and she's very much here for her first senior international. Did go to the Commonwealth Games, didn't play there, but she was quite impressive. 63-25 Trinidad and Tobago over St. Lucia. Grenada turned it around against the Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands led late in the second quarter, but Grenada finding a way to come away with that 50-40 victory. And the next two matches coming up tonight, Jamaica versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Antigua and Barbuda taking on the United States of America. Let's have a look at the point standings then, heading into those two matches. Trinidad and Tobago, top of the table, 4 points, 2 wins for them, same as Grenada. But for Trinidad and Tobago, their victories significantly more convincing. 6-9 the goal difference, 18 for Grenada. Barbados just one match today. They are third on 2 points, 4 to the goal difference. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they are playing 2 matches today, but this second game against Jamaica will not be shown on the points table, will not impact the points table in any way, and that's because Jamaica have already qualified for the World Cup in Cape Town next year, 2023. Well, let's head courtside and find out what Mariah Ramarak is up to.
What's for sure is it has been an extremely busy day here where netball is concerned, and we're getting ready for another mouth-watering matchup. We'll have Jamaica, who has done extremely well at the Commonwealth Games, up against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm here with Coach Connie Francis. Connie, talk to me about the game plan. I know you don't have all your ace players and the stars, but what's the plan?
The plan is really to blood in, to give our youngsters some real quality time in for their development. We really need to ensure that we have the depth in our Sunshine Girls squad. And tonight game, we're actually having 6 new players. You know, I'm so proud of the effort behind the work that, you know, that they have showed the tenacity that they want to go out there and to represent Jamaica.
Yeah. I'm going to turn this question now to Vasha Adams. She is the coach of St. Vincent and Grenadines, assistant coach of St. Vincent and Grenadines. What does that put any sort of pressure on you?
Certainly it will put some pressure on the girls because, you know, most of them, this is really the first time they're coming up against a team like Jamaica. So, but our game plan is to just go out there, play their best, and just to enjoy playing. They need to have fun in order for them to play the game.
Any players that we are
Yes, we have some pretty good players. We have the Antoine sisters. We have Kewana Charles. Our main goal shooter, Maren Frederick, will not be starting tonight because of an injury that she had this morning. But it's not that serious, but we're saving her for the Trinidad game because I think that game is more important than the Jamaica game. But all in all, we just want to come up. I know Jamaica would give us a good run, and I think the girls are excited to play against your goal shooter because, you know, she's some of their idol. So they're really excited about this game.
Yeah, well, she's looking out for Janelle Fowler, and Janelle is one that, you know, everybody will be afraid to go up against. Talk to me about the support from Jamaica. The fans have come out in their numbers, and they're so excited. I can see them all in their colors and whatnot. What does it mean to you to see that support?
For us, it's about playing well. We encourage the girls to go out there and to let their light shine. It is important for them to say to the selectors that, hey, I'm knocking. I have all the confidence that they will do their best. It's about controlling the tempo. We know that we can't underestimate none of our opponent. And as having a young squad, the only person we have really is Janelle Fowler. So she have the charge of ensuring that these girls, especially our attacking area, stay with the game plan. But all in all, it's for them to really just go out there and to enjoy the moment.
Yeah, well, you heard it from Connie Francis. She says they have to stick to the game plan and they have to enjoy their game. Well, at this point in time, I want to wish both of you best of luck. May the best team win. No bias at all. We're going to take a quick commercial break and come right back.
Thank you.
At the National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston, Jamaica for America's Netball World Cup qualifying action. Next match on our live broadcast, Jamaica, ranked number 3 in the world, taking on the world number 22 ranked St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Jamaica already assured of a spot at the World Cup in Cape Town next year, and and so their matches in this tournament will not impact the points table. But the Jamaicans have a pretty young team. They are led by an outstanding and experienced goal shooter though in Janelle Fowler, Amanda Pinckney at goal attack, Quania Walker at wing attack, Abigail Sutherland at centre, Tafia Hunter at wing defence, Kimon Shaw at goal defence, and Theresa Beckford at goalkeep. The starting lineup for the Jamaicans. Janelle Fowler Reid marshalling a really young unit for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They start with Kamisha Antoine at goal shoot. She started at goal attack in their first game today. Shalissa Davis is at goal attack. Ruth Ann Williams, the captain, at wing attack. Narissa Delpeche, watch out for her at centre. Shania Pompey at wing defence. Josiane Antoine at goal defence. And Kewana Charles at goalkeep. And that roar is for the Jamaican Janelle Fowler. One of the very best in the world, if not the very best in the world.
Oh, the most prolific player. I think she's the best in the world right now. That's the big boss right there.
And Jamaica has had some great goal shooters over the years. Oberon Peterson-Nati. Is Janelle Fowler the greatest shooter Jamaica has ever produced?
I would have to put her in that category, and I say that because it's not only the fact that she can score, it's the percentage that she scores. I don't think Jamaica has ever had anyone score 100%, and I'm not talking 20 from 20. This is 58 from 58 at a major championship, and she did that.
Yeah, what she produced at the Commonwealth Games was something beyond special, and it wasn't just that she was leading the scoring, but the way she marshaled the troops, the way she led the team was immensely impressive. Time for the national anthems.
Jamaica.
Vincent and the Grenadines, who has a first taste of the Jamaican crowd, the real Jamaican crowd. And the coach, Connie Francis, spoke about 6 debutants in the Jamaica setup as they get ready for their first taste of this America's World Cup qualifying tournament. Centre pass Jamaica, Abigail Sutherland to get them on the way. I think these girls have been given one instruction: get the ball into Janelle Fowler.
Well, that's the only instruction you need to take. Get it into Fowler.
And is why Fowler with the start that you would expect of a world #1 goal shooter. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have quality though, but that's where they will need to be clean tonight. Shooting, when you get the opportunities, you have to put them away, Natasha.
Yes, indeed, and we can't afford to make the type of errors that we did this morning. Though we came out victorious, we have to be very very clean on the ball. We have to take, when we get the opportunity to shoot, we got to make them count.
Amanda Pickney getting on the scoreboard as well, as the Jamaicans go 2-1 up. Good work. Oh, lovely movement for St. Vincent and the Grenadines into Kamisha Antoine.
Good start for St. Vincent, I must say. You know, it's a matter of how, if they're able to sustain it. The thing is, Jamaica can shoot any time. St. Vincent just have to ensure that when they do get the ball, they can score.
Yes, and we have to ensure that we also continue with the tight defense that we did. We know that our defenders are playing against more experienced, as you say, the best shooter probably best shooter in the world right now. So it's gonna be a challenge, but I know they're up for it, and it's an opportunity for them as well.
Yeah, Janelle Fowler-Reid was calling for the ball a lot earlier than it came to her just then. But that's what I'm talking about when I talk about Janelle Fowler-Reid. It's not just her ability to shoot and score, but what these youngsters are about to learn from being on the same court with her is going to be invaluable as they look forward to successful careers.
Indeed, and our goal defense, Antoine, when she met Janelle at the candlelighting ceremony, it was an emotional moment for her, and I know, and they actually asked Janelle for some advice, and she said, come with your A game.
Well, that's very good advice.
That's right, to the point.
Yeah, and she's definitely out there with her A game at the moment for Jamaica. And she sinks another one, Janelle Fowler. And you'll see this a lot throughout the course of the match, that Janelle will constantly be speaking with her teammates, advising them on what to do, what to approach, different portions of the game.
And just outright giving them the confidence that they need.
And she knows as well exactly where she wants the ball to be passed. You just look at her hand movements as well when she's inside that circle. She's directing every single aspect of the game.
Yes, she is, and that means that, you know, our goalkeeper, St. Vincent's goalkeeper, needs to be more vigilant, so she'll be able to come around and occupy some of that space that Janelle is opening up to collect the ball.
Yeah, Kiwana Charles had a very good game this morning in the opener for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. She will need to reproduce that and more against the Jamaicans. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, too good for the United States of America earlier today. Of course, Jamaica has already qualified for the Netball World Cup in Cape Town next year. The only team in the Americas to qualify for every single edition of the Netball World Cup since it was first staged in 1975. Of course, Trinidad and Tobago missed out in 1991. They would have gotten to all other tournaments. But Jamaica still yet to achieve the heights that Trinidad and Tobago would have. Of course, Trinidad and Tobago won joint winners in 1979. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines will want to continue to put away those opportunities, and they have able players inside the shooting arc. There's a lovely pass from Janelle Fowler-Reid, or Janelle Fowler to Amanda Pickney. And the Jamaicans up by 5. Oh, look at that. But spoke about the risks involved in moving that ball quickly down the court. always the chance of creating unforced errors. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines need to be able to capitalize on those.
It's just moving it and being in control. You know, you're going to get the break and you have to utilize on it. So just be in control while you do it.
The Jamaicans hit double figures pretty quickly in this match.
And if you notice, Janelle is allowing Pickney to get into the flow, giving her the pass, setting her up. So, you know, it's a good thing. You know, have her share the workload.
Very much so. This moment is much about the youngsters as it is about Janelle Fowler, maybe even more about the youngsters and their development than it is about Janelle Fowler. Fowler needs this less than a lot of the other players out there.
Obstruction center. Introducing our team USA.
Connie Walker at wing attack. Inside to Fowler. The call goes against the Jamaicans.
I think St. Vincent needs to settle the play. They are hustling it a bit too much. This morning we saw them, controlling, being a bit more patient on the ball. But this afternoon they seem to be hustling it, more or less trying to probably play the style of the Jamaicans. So they need to settle it and play their own game.
They definitely want to slow it down because they're not going to be able to last if they try to keep up the pace of the Jamaicans.
And it's a trap that you can easily fall into because you're playing a team at a higher level and you feel as if we're going to match them, we have to be able to play the way they are playing. And so you adopt their style, which you are not necessarily equipped to execute as well as they do.
Exactly, because as Obi says, for them to be able to go right through this game, if they play the pace that the Jamaicans are playing, they may not be able to sustain it, and then that would put them in a more difficult position. So we need to settle the game and play our netball, our style of netball, be patient on the ball and move into the spaces just as we did this morning.
Yeah, a miss for Davis, and now the Jamaicans rush down court, controlling this. Reed, that's one area of her game that has improved tremendously. Janelle Fowler, no longer does she need to be right under the goal to score. She's so much more comfortable from that range. Even though she missed that one, that's a shot she would have been afraid to take 5 years ago.
Certainly. And she has worked tirelessly to be where she is right now, shooting every time, every opportunity she gets.
Unforced errors from the Jamaicans. Yes. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines with an opportunity. 13-5, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Contact wing defense.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines just trying to slow it down. Brilliant interception. Delpeche wins it though for SVG, or does she? No. Call going in favor of the Jamaicans there.
I think they're looking to take out Janelle soon, possibly, but
a change for the Vincentians at wing defense.
Yes, and we have Jamaria Kwashi coming in at wing defense for St. Vincent, replacing Shania Pompey.
Giselle.
A change at goal attack for the Jamaicans as well. Allison replacing Pinkney.
And that was was good defending there.
That's because the placement of the ball wasn't the best, but yeah, good for the defender to pick it up.
Delpesh. Lovely work, finds Davis. Davis to Antoine. Antoine puts that one away, 13-6. Jamaica still in control. Centre pass, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. 13-7. Davis creating room. Good work inside the circle from Davis, but not in the position she wants to be, and it falls nicely for Antoine, who doesn't or does miss, but gets the rebound unchallenged really. 13-8. Good work from the Vincentians here.
And just like this morning, as Obi would have recognized, even though the goal difference is what it is, the Vincentians are still playing, and it speaks well for netball generally.
Quick run up court for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yeah, you have to put those away though. Bad miss for Antoine. Oh, fabulous take from Fowler. Allison. Good defending, but Fowler still gets it. Decides to go from range. Misses.
It's a very low passes going into Fowler. If you notice, Fowler has to be tipping it over the defender to gain possession of it. So they have to make sure the passes are a bit more precise going into Fowler.
And it's an opportunity for Fowler as well to work on those shots from range, isn't it? Good rebound.
Nice work there by the St. Vincent goalkeeper. I think she's trying.
Yes.
That's all you can do, try. You will get one, I can tell you that.
Fowler. 33 years old now, Janelle Fowler. Around that age where you start wondering how much longer will she go. Of course, the rest of it is really up to her. Clearly, she still has the ability. Brilliant work there from Antoine. Davis now. Oh, lovely.
Lovely shot there.
And that's what St. Vincent needs. Both shooters need to take their shots and make them count. Every opportunity, once the ball gets into the circle within their shooting range, they must make it count.
How much longer do you think she can go, Obi?
Oh, she can give another 1 or 2 more world tournaments.
Wow.
So that would make it 5 years.
So that would take her to about 38 years old.
Yeah, and you have to think, based on the position she plays, she can play up to 40. She can play up to 40 because of the position that she plays.
What age did you retire again?
Oh, 36.
Elaine Davis.
I want to think around that time.
Late into her 30s as well. I remember those strapped knees match after match.
Oh, Lord. Painful.
Yeah. No strapping on Janelle Fowler at the moment.
Yes, no strapping. And you know what? She has done well, not been injured throughout her career, which is a good side. Romelda also have done well, staying healthy while playing.
Yeah. A new goal attack coming in for St. Vincent and the Grenadines as Fowler puts away another one. Over a minute to go.
Yes, and Coach Harry has brought in Shanice Daniel at goal attack position, replacing Shalissa Davis. And Daniel is thick and robust, and will go all the way. So I think Coach Harry is also working on maybe various combinations as well throughout this game, as well as he did this morning against the USA.
Yeah, very much so. They are well aware that victory or defeat here, it doesn't matter much, but they will want a good performance for the confidence of his girls as the Jamaicans show their class here. nowhere near capacity. First quarter coming to a close. First quarter is over. The Sunshine Girls enter this party, and they enter in fine style, led by the outstanding Janelle Fowler. A spirited first quarter performance from the Vincentians, but the Jamaicans proving too strong, too solid, too fast, too stylish. And Connie Francis has a word with his girls as they run away, with her girls as they run away with an 18-8 first quarter advantage.
Well, you know, for
The National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston, Jamaica 18-8 over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. At the end of the first quarter, Jamaica playing their first match of the tournament. St. Vincent and the Grenadines playing their second match after beating the United States of America earlier today. The Jamaicans dominating this first quarter, led of course by the 33-year-old Janelle Fowler, outstanding at goal shoot, had great assistance initially from Amanda Pickney, and then Allison coming on to join the party as well. The Vincentians put up a spirited effort. They had Kamisha Antoine at goal shoot and Davis at goal attack, and they worked well together when they had the opportunities to do so, but for the most part this first quarter was dictated by the Jamaicans.
Yes, it was, and I believe that this was a good test for the Vincentians in this first quarter of their fitness and the way and being able to really compose themselves. What they need to do now going into the second quarter is to play their game, relax, take control of the ball and continue their movements.
Yes, well, I guess it's also a benefit, at least in my opinion, that the Vincentians are playing the Jamaicans so early in the tournament. You get that test and then you have all the important matches ahead of you. This is how I would have wanted it. Get the Jamaicans out the way early and be able to focus on everybody else.
Yes, because when we saw the fixture, we were really pleased that our second encounter was with Jamaica, so we can use that game as well as a learning curve as well for the girls.
Yeah, when you saw those statistics, for the most part a clean first quarter from both teams. The Jamaicans are just that much better than the St. Vincent and the Grenadines team. 18-8 then at the end of the first quarter, and we get ready for second quarter action. It will also be interesting to see how long the Jamaicans will persist with Janelle Fowler and whether they will try combinations without her.
Certainly, I know Coach Francis will definitely try that, probably get her out by halftime, just to make sure our lead is solid. and just work with different combination. I think no doubt that Jamaica is pretty dominant right now and playing dominant, and it's just a matter of how they consistently play the game right throughout.
Delpesh for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He's trying to get it into Antoine. No luck on that occasion. The Jamaicans head down court quickly. Allison does well. Very well.
And what I like with Paula, she's actually coming up high to get that ball to feed that goal attack, because she wants the attackers to be, the goal attack to be more involved rather than just standing there taking shots, which you know is like a walk in the park, although she missed this one.
Yeah, she is testing her long-range efforts tonight, not afraid to shoot from distance. She knows the lead is comfortable, and there's no better place to practice those shots than in a real match situation. Has missed a few, but I think for the most part she will be okay with that, because she knows that she is preparing for something even bigger. This is good from the Vincentians, holding on to the ball, showing patience. The Jamaicans stifling them in midcourt though. And looks as if the Jamaicans have had a switch with the wing attack, Walker, and the center, Sutherland, just switching those positions around. And they hit the 20 mark.
Yeah, they've also switched around the goal defense goalkeeper. Shaw is now at the goalkeeper and Teresa Beckford at the goal defense.
A delight to watch the Sunshine Girls when they're in full flow.
Yes.
And Charles in goalkeep is trying her utmost best to mark Fowler, but the experience of Fowler is taking the better of her. But St. Vincent is not handling the ball the way they should. They are making a lot of errors when they have possession with the ball. So they need to really take their time and handle the ball and take care of the ball when they have possession.
I think they've actually done a pretty good job with Fowler. But when you're up against someone who is that good,
you know, it's hard to mark her one-on-one. If you notice, when she plays when she played against a tougher team like the Australia and New Zealand, you have two persons. You have them sagging onto her, you know, thinking that we have space. But what they do most of all, though, is really work our midcourt to see if they can get the ball before it goes into the circle, because it goes into the circle, it's a give and go.
Yeah, I was just going to say there is one way to mark Janelle Fowler, and only one way, and that is to stop the ball from getting to her.
Yes, so St. Vincent needs to really tighten up in their defense in the midcourt area, because we saw just a while ago the Jamaicans basically shut them down in the midcourt when they were trying to advance to the attacking circle.
That's where she wants to be all day, all night, all week, all year. Delpesh looks like a 16-year-old, but she's all of 23. One thing the Vincentians will realize about the level that they are taking on, even when they have the ball and they are ahead of the play, then out of nowhere there's a defender right there when the ball is being passed, and they might not be quite accustomed to that level.
Yes, that's definitely true. So as I've been saying before, they need to be patient. So when they collect the ball, they need to be patient and allow for the next player to be able to make that move before they release the ball.
Allison hits it big.
A very comfortable long-range shooter. is Allison, and you see that there she shot it with confidence and, you know, not worried.
Yes, and Vincent and the Grenadines bringing the changes here.
Yes, and Delani Sam comes in at goal defense, while Shania Pompey comes back on court as wing defense.
Yeah, based on all my research, no relation, but St. Vincent and the Grenadines did have a young man, Viral Sam, who won the high jump at the Jamaican High School Track and Field Championships this year. I don't think they know each other, though.
I'm not sure.
I am pretty sure. If you're a Sam in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it's a proud year for you either way.
Oh, definitely.
Nice work there by that goal.
Well won by the Jamaicans. Just continuing to crowd out the Vincentians. And you're right as well, Obi. Janelle Fowler is a lot more willing to take up a higher position inside the circle.
Because she's allowing that goal attack to come in and just to be part of the attack and give her opportunity. It'll be interesting when you look at the stats how many shots the goal attacks have taken, and it's going to be a lot because she's allowing them to shoot it.
Oh, well won in defense. The goalkeeper reading the play brilliantly. I think it was Charles, was it?
Yes, it was, and that's what we're talking about with her trying to come around and get into that space to be able to pick those passes that are not go that do not go in as accurately as they should.
I like Charles actually. I think she's going to have a lot of success in this tournament.
Yes, I agree with you. She has started off great this morning, and she's doing very well against Fowler given the matchup.
Yes.
I like how you put it. It's almost unfair, isn't it?
And she's working, she's trying to be there just in case the ball might go through Fowler's hands, you know.
Oh, beautiful. Fabulous way to split the Jamaican defense.
Yes, indeed.
Nice movement from the shooter.
And the Vincentians hit double figures. Stepping, was it? No. The Jamaicans maintain possession. There's also a freedom with which the Jamaicans can play because they are so far ahead on the scoreboard. And when you're clear, you're not pressured by the score. And so you play with a level of freedom almost as if you're in training, as opposed to feeling the pressure of the moment, which when you're feeling the pressure of the moment, that's the real test of your quality and your composure and your ability to perform at the highest level.
And that is what St. Vincent is being tested right now, playing against the Jamaicans. And as I said, they're not giving up. They're going still, and that is all that we can ask of them, to play until the last whistle goes.
Jamaica leading 28-10, 6.5 to go in the second quarter. Janelle Fowler has the ball. Janelle Fowler, misses. Allison cleans up for the 33-year-old. Marshalling her troops really well. She wants this one.
Yeah, she's probably thinking I missed the last one. Let me show him how it's done.
There you go. Her footwork as well is something to behold.
Excellent footwork, because you notice she looks like she got it all the way up top, and by the time she's ready to release it, she's right under the pole. So that split landing and that step forward, can't beat that.
Yeah.
Yes, when she makes that split land, it takes away all the space. The defenders has nowhere to really get in there to intercept.
Yes.
And in this game, there's not a lot of love given to the defenders inside the circle. Oh, she hits one from distance.
She looks like she's at practice.
And the Jamaicans surpassing the 30-goal mark now, 31-11. Delpeche, nice ball inside. Here she is again. And no, not in control of that one, and it goes the way of the Sunshine Girls. Moving quickly up court. Look at that. She's not trying to go close. She wants to shoot from distance. And she's picking the range now, Janelle Fowler.
She's executing her strategy, you know. She worked for this game. She must be working on, you know, shooting from long range.
Mind you, having said all of that, I still believe that when Jamaica gets to the World Cup and gets into those tougher matches, that she should go right back to what works.
Well, you know, she's always, you see, sometimes it's not really go back. At times in those matches, it's so hard to get that ball in that when you get it, you're just going to shoot it. And when you have time running down, you want to take that last shot.
33-11, Jamaica in charge. Led 18-8 at the end of the first quarter, so the Jamaicans have scored 15 in this second quarter. St. Vincent and the Grenadines 3.
And the Antwine sisters are having a good combination there in the shooting area.
Like they did earlier today. Josiane Antwine started at goal defense, and like she did earlier, transitions into the attacking third of the court.
Yes, a very versatile player, and we may see her play a few other positions throughout these games.
Yeah, a couple of goals back-to-back there for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Still a lot of time to go in the second quarter. Fowler.
Just doing the Sunday morning stroll.
Well, actually, it's evening.
Sunday evening. Sunday evening stroll.
I still like a lot about this St. Vincent and the Grenadines team, though. I feel as if they have so much scope to improve and to get better. And there's a lot of talent out there as well. And if they continue on a program, you never know, in 2 or 3 years, they should be in an even better position for the next World Cup. Mind you, they still have all of this one before them. I'm not by any means saying you will not make this one, Natasha.
Well, I didn't hear that. I believe that it's open to anyone in any of the countries, really. It's who wants it the most will qualify.
The Jamaicans hit 18 for the second quarter, which is the number they got in the first. And the Vincentians have scored 5 in the second quarter, 3 below what they had in the first. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Although I get the feeling, looking at the stadium clock, it says that it's 3 minutes to go. So about 1.5 minutes off what we're seeing on our screen, but we'll find out. A lot of time for a lot of action.
Oh yes, that's a lot of time.
Many games have swung in the last minute. Allison second guessing herself there.
I was just about to say, unless she's not sure, but she's taking shot way out more than that one, and I thought she was looking comfortable enough to turn and shoot.
.38-14 Jamaica. highest score in the tournament so far, 6-7 for Barbados over the Cayman Islands. The Jamaicans on course here. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, though, continuing to fight. And they get a 7th goal of this second quarter.
Always finding an avenue to score.
That's important.
Yes.
St. Vincent penalty.
.38 becomes 39.
St. Vincent.
One more for St. Vincent and the Grenadines to hit the mark they had in the first half. Can they get it? Ball inside to Antoine. Antoine, misses. And I think she had her sister free as well.
Yes, that I was expecting that pass to go over there to Kimisha. But maybe her visual and our visual were two different things.
It's always easy to see when you're in the stands.
Oh, yes.
The best coaches are there.
Oh, yes. Best coach and
best
the best
players too.
And umpires.
Yeah. Fowler 6, another one. And the Jamaicans hit 41 to 15. Can St. Vincent and the Grenadines match what they did in the first quarter? Not a lot of time to do so. 20 seconds to play. And it goes the way of the Jamaicans, who will want to try and get one more before the quarter is complete, before the half is complete. And Fowler steps in, and the Jamaicans finish the first half well. A comprehensive effort there in the second quarter. 24 goals scored for the Jamaicans, 7 for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the Jamaicans lead 42 to 15.
Impressive play there by the Jamaican team throughout. From the beginning of the whistle, they really have displayed their class, and they continue to move the ball well. Credit to the St. Vincent team for being steady, trying to stay with the pace.
Yeah, there is confirmation of the halftime score. Jamaica leading St. Vincent and the Grenadines 42 to 15. This is Netball World Cup Qualifier, the Americas region, live from Kingston, Jamaica, National Indoor Sports Center. We'll be back with more. back at the National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston, Jamaica. America's Netball World Cup qualifying action. Jamaica taking on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Don't forget the matches involve Jamaica of academic interest only because they will not impact the overall standings, but the Jamaicans with a young team, Janelle Fowler, really the only experienced member of the squad, dominating the Vincentians in the first half. Let's have a look at those highlights then. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines came out with a lot of fight, a lot of spirit, but they came up against world-class performers led by Janelle Fowler, who set the tempo quite early in this game, ensured that the Jamaicans took early control of the game, along with Amanda Pinckney at goal attack. Pinckney was removed and Allison was brought in, didn't make a difference. Allison playing well too. Fowler allowing the goal attacks to take a number of shots in this game to feel a certain level of confidence as well. And Fowler herself shooting a lot from range in this match, no doubt practicing for the future. And the Jamaicans just running rings around the Vincentians, who, as I said, showed a lot of fight and had moments of quality. 8 goals in the first quarter, 7 goals in the second quarter. They'll be a little bit disappointed that the Jamaicans scored all of 24 in that second quarter. And but yeah, when they were good, the Antoine sisters at goal attack and goal shoot working well together when they had the opportunities. But Jamaica just a little bit too strong at this stage for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. 18 goals in the first quarter for Jamaica, 24 in the second, 8 for St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the first, 7 in the second, and at halftime the Jamaicans leading 42 to 15. Let's have a look at the statistics then. Pretty clean performance from the Jamaican side. 21 turnovers for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and given the type of pressure they've been under, you'd have to say they've held up pretty well, and it's been a tremendous learning experience for them. So that's how we are at halftime in this encounter. Our final match of today, our final live game of today, the final 2 quarters coming up. World Cup qualifying action at the National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston, Jamaica. The host nation leading St. Vincent and the Grenadines 42-15 at the half. And we're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. The Jamaicans very much in control of this one. And O'Brien, if you were coaching this Jamaica team, what would you be saying to the girls at this stage?
Well, basically just, they get a little careless in the second quarter. So just to take care of the ball, we're going to take off Janelle. So make sure you be patient coming down there. So it's not the long high pass, it's working it down. And so they just have to, move the ball as well as they've been moving, but make the adjustment when they feed in the circle.
Yeah, let's get confirmation of the changes for the Jamaicans. Pinkney back in, replacing Janelle Fowler. And a good start for St. Vincent and the Grenadines to this third quarter. And good work by the goalkeeper.
Yes, nice hands there by the keeper.
Life will be a lot more difficult for the Jamaicans, you think, without Fowler in there.
No.
But they're doing well so far.
They are, and they're going to have motion in that circle. If you notice, the shooter is very active, making different moves, creating. So you're going to have different movement going on in the circle.
Lovely.
Goal defense, right here, yes.
And that was good patience there for wing attack Williams to see that opening there for Kamisha Antoine.
That movement from the St. Vincent shooter, going, stopping, going, really got that defender off her.
Yes, yes.
Kelsey Jonas in a goal attack for Jamaica, and puts away another one.
I think the goal defense for St. Vincent needs to be a bit more tighter on the goal attack. She's collecting that ball too freely, and once she gets that in the circle, what we are seeing is a show shot. So the pressure needs to be on a bit more before she gets that ball in her hand.
Fowler might be off, but the Jamaicans are not slowing down.
No.
Pinkney scores again.
She has been doing excellent. She was one of the young ones that came into the team, I think, a year or two ago, and, toured with the team to England and really been improving along the way. And so, she rightfully earned her position, and hopefully, she can improve some more and be consistent and be solid on the senior team.
Miss for Jonas, brilliantly kept in by Pinkney and seals the deal.
One thing with the Jamaican team, the shooting accuracy is really up there, and you've seen that with Pinkney, especially Fowler, who missed a few, but
you need that at the highest level.
Oh yes.
You need that when the ball comes into that circle, because against the best teams in the world, it's difficult to get it in there. And so when it does arrive inside the shooting arc, you have to be putting it away at a high percentage. Kelsey Jonas has been doing that so far. And the Jamaicans up to 49 and 7 goals quickly in this third quarter. It's as if they don't even miss Janelle Fowler.
I was just about to say nothing has changed where that is concerned, except you have a variety of movement in the circle.
$50 on the board for the Sunshine Girls.
And the Vincentians are trying their best. They are trying their best. But Jamaica is just, the experience is just more than they can handle. And that would have been a beautiful play had she collected that. Because Charles did not even know where she was.
Yeah, Abigail Sutherland at centre for the Jamaicans with the attempted pass inside to Pinckney. That's a play that you would have seen from an Elaine Davis and a Simone Forbes many years ago.
Or a Connie Francis.
Or a Connie Francis.
Yeah, she would do that.
Found that Connie had so much more flair though. She would be spinning and twirling.
It's just being creative. It's been creative.
That's one way to describe it. Lovely.
Her shooting is awesome.
And these shooters for Jamaica, they are very accurate.
Yes.
So if the Vincentians are paying attention, they can't afford to make it that easy for them to get that ball in their hands, because once they get that ball, it is a definite shot.
10 goals already scored by the Jamaicans in this quarter. Vincentians with 3. Good movement up court, but life becomes real difficult when they get to the edge of the circle. Well lobbed inside to Antoine. 52-19. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have competed at the Netball World Cup on 3 occasions. The first time in 1979, the last time in 2003 here in Kingston. So it's been a while, 2007, 2011, 2015, 2019, that the Vincentians would have missed out, and how it would be great for them to get back to Netball's showpiece event.
Oh, definitely. It's been a while since we have been on that bigger stage, and that is the motivation that the young ladies are coming here with, to really get that opportunity, that invitation to be on the big stage in South Africa.
By the way, I still cannot get over that.
Yes.
Finished top 2 in the qualifiers, and you earned the right to be invited.
Easy yourselves. Obstruction goal defense.
Not sure who could tell me that I'm not going to be there once I qualify.
Exactly.
My flight would be booked before any invitation. 53-20.
No, that's just like poor. You cannot call timeout for that when they're in flow.
When the play is in flight, so they wait until the ball has gotten down and the goal is finished. Unless it's a real emergency injury.
54-20. those are the misses the Vincentians will want to cut out going forward in this tournament.
Yes, definitely, because those cost us. I mean, it's one goal less that we didn't get to score.
Talk about fortuitous.
I'm not sure who that pass was for. And then there's another timeout here for the wing defense.
I tell you what, though, I think, let's be honest, and Vincent and the Grenadines will have to beat one of Trinidad and Tobago or Barbados to make it to the World Cup. And if they are to do that, those are the type of shots that they have to be hitting at over 90%.
Yes, and the accuracy of the shooters is, I believe, will make the difference, because if we notice, most of the teams, their defenses are really tight.
Yes.
Very much so. 55-21 in favor of Jamaica. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Highest score of the tournament so far, 6-7 by Barbados over the Cayman Islands. In danger of being beaten here. But St. Vincent and the Grenadines having a decent quarter. This will be their 7th goal of the quarter, matching what they did in the second quarter. And remember, they had 8 in the first quarter. Davis back on a goal attack now for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Get the feeling that she's been used quite sparingly, Davis, so far. And the Jamaicans put away another one, 56-22.
Well, I think Coach Harry is trying to work again, still on combinations, to ensure that when we come up against the more important matches, that he has options that he can execute effectively. So this is a good opportunity, especially playing against Jamaica, to get them into those various combinations to see how they fare under the pressure.
Yeah, Harry Godfrey leading this and Vincent and the Grenadines team.
And they're not doing that bad. They're really, St. Vincent is not doing that bad. It's just that when they get to the attacker, they want to get rid of it so quick, and then they make that error. But just taking time, work it down, allow the Jamaican defenders to work.
Exactly.
Let them work. That's what they're there for. Let them work. See?
Sutherland. Three and a half to go in the third. Pinckney. $15 goals scored in this quarter so far by the Jamaicans. Make that 16. And still 3 minutes to go. Hopeful ball into the circle by the Vincentians, and the Jamaicans come away with it. Great work at wing defense.
A lot of acrobatic movements.
And that's the type of play that we know Sam for. Very aggressive, and if she loses it on one end, she will fight to try and get it back on the
Wow, what a ball fired in. What a ball fired in.
Great landing, nice finish.
With pace and precision. And the take equally brilliant from Amanda Pinckney. She has a future in this sport, you know. But when you consider the shooters at Jamaica's disposal, she is some way down the pecking order.
Yes. She is.
Fowler, the number one at the moment. Shimona Nelson, maybe the Jamaican number 2. Of course, Romelda Aiken, the number 2 for a long, long time, but question marks around that now.
Yes, I think Janelle has taken the baton.
A long time ago.
Yes,
and she's racing away from the field. Great composure from Pinckney. It is Jamaica 60, but they won't stop at that. Oh, love the ball in to Antoine.
And good visual for Davis, because she's creating the space. But I think they're not looking in the circle much when they get the ball, because a couple times she has that space there, but they walk the ball and then we lose it.
And she does that so well.
More cheers from the crowd. By the way, St. Vincent and the Grenadines having their best quarter of the match. They have scored 9 goals, eclipsing the 8 in the first quarter and 2nd in the second quarter. But the Jamaicans themselves piling it on. Here's another long ball looking for Antoine. Doesn't get to her.
You see, that's the same thing we talked about, how St. Vincent, all they need to do is take their time, work that ball down, and don't get impatient. Doesn't matter how many movements. The fact of the matter is, if you have to make so many passes, it means Jamaica won't be scoring high.
Exactly.
Jamaica won't be scoring high.
I guess the difference on that last play is that they saw an opportunity with the goal shooter free. Just didn't land the pass. And they won't have any more time in the third quarter to land it either. Jamaica dominate another quarter. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have their best quarter of the match so far. And just listen to this Jamaican crowd. Kingston is alive on this holiday weekend. The land of wood and water cheering on the Sunshine Girls. And they have not disappointed. They lead 61-24 at the end of the third quarter. The Jamaicans scoring 19 in that quarter. St. Vincent and the Grenadines scoring 9 goals. That's 3-quarter time. 1 to come at the NISC. Jamaica on course to produce the highest number of goals in the tournament so far. They lead St. Vincent and the Grenadines 61-24 at 3-quarter time. 1 quarter to come, and they are 7 goals away from eclipsing the 6-7 that Barbados scored in their opening game earlier today against the Cayman Islands. Credit to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They had their best quarter in the third. They scored 9 goals. The Jamaicans operating for the first time this match without Janelle Fowler, Amanda Pinckney at goal shoot. That's where she replaced Fowler, and Kelsey Jonas at goal attack, getting the business done though, scoring 19 goals in that quarter.
Yes, and the Jamaicans are showing why they are number 3 in the world. Even with we seen a different lineup of players, they are showing that being number 3 there gives them the edge over St. Vincent, who has not been on the world stage for quite a while.
Yeah, turnovers 32 for St. Vincent. Just 15 for Jamaica, so a fairly clean performance coming from the Jamaicans all round. 35 contacts to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 32 turnovers, 3 obstructions, call for footwork on a couple of occasions, a couple of interceptions in there as well. And I think St. Vincent and the Grenadines can really take a lot of heart from this performance, to be quite honest. And they come into the final quarter, and important thing is to continue to improve. You had 8, you had 7, and then 9. Try and get into double figures in terms of number of goals scored for this quarter, and Delpesh gets them on their way from the center position. Davis almost lost it, but it's being helped out, and now the ball is given away. Oh, look at that movement. Look at that movement from Pinkney in the circle. Wow.
You have to have movement like those to solidify why you are a top shooter, not just to stand and get ball, doing different things, making your defender not sure what you're going to do.
Yeah, poor old defenders, they just stood there. Davis inside the circle for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Chance to shoot. Just rims out. Ooh. Gotta take care of the ball, especially in those advantageous positions. Rare unforced error coming from the Jamaicans.
Yeah, just need to settle down a bit. Take time, move the ball. See, St. Vincent has to get in the habit of hustling out for the ball. They tip it, but they're not closing out strong.
They're not following through. They're not coming hard enough to collect the ball. They're still showing a bit of, I don't know if it's being timid, but I think they can come a bit more forceful when they're coming with the ball, to be more commanding of that space.
Yeah, Tafia Hunter has replaced Abigail Sutherland at center for Jamaica. And a couple of uncharacteristic turnovers here from the Jamaicans, and a chance for St. Vincent to capitalize, and they do just that with Kamisha Antoine at goal shoot. Josiane Antoine at goal shoot. Kamisha, her sister, started in that position.
You have to give kudos to Jamaica. They've played clean all day. Their passes are precise. A little bit of unnecessary contact in the circle on the Jamaica team, but they've been clean throughout, taking that ball down, moving it very quickly through court, and being in control.
See that accuracy again from the Jamaican shooters.
Yeah, Jonas and Pinkney performing brilliantly for the Jamaicans tonight. Delpesh, Antoine. Oh, gets that one to go.
And she had that space a very long time.
Yes.
They could have, put that ball over into her, but I guess they're trying to play it safe.
She was calling for it. But as you said earlier, what we see is not necessarily what they see.
Yes.
It's a different type of vision when you're out there. Ambitious from Pinckney. Almost landed as well. Kelsey Jonas finishes off the play, and the Jamaicans close in on the highest total of the tournament so far. Oh, there's a lovely ball in.
Yes, good visual by Davis, looking up and looking in the circle and realizing that Josiane had the space, and she placed it perfectly into her.
The Jamaicans firing in a long ball of their own. Not as effective though. They still have possession. Oh. Kelsey Jonas. The accuracy of these two young ladies inside the shooting circle is remarkable. Oh, there's another long ball in.
From the same Delona.
And if you know Sam very well, Sam make those passes very nicely once she has that visual that she needs to have to put it in the circle.
Del Pesh wins it for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Going for another long ball. And no goal this time. Well read by the Jamaicans. Went to the well one too many times. I'm sure they know that saying in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Natasha.
Yes, yes.
The Jamaicans have equaled the highest score in the tournament so far.
With 9 minutes to go.
There's a lot of talent on this netball court.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Let me tell you, and I'm impressed with especially that wing defense. Well, we have a new wing defense, I believe. The starting wing defense, I believe, was Tafia Hunter. Very nice, clean take. Whenever she's contesting, it is very clean.
Yeah, Tafia Hunter at center now. Quania Walker operating at wing defense for the Jamaicans.
And they're very strong on the take. You really can't get their ball that easily.
Yes.
Under 8 minutes to play.
I think the Vincentians can be pleased with their performance in this game. They are still fighting. The game is not finished, and they're still playing hard.
Yes. And they have been competing, and like you said earlier, that's what you always want. You play a match and you don't think anybody's better than you. You just compete from the start of the whistle to the end.
Yeah, the long ball no longer working.
Oh no, I think she has figured it out.
Different play needed now.
Yes, definitely. They need to shorten the pass going in.
Yes.
We got it twice. We didn't get it on the third attempt. We should adjust and work it down to the circle and put it over.
Del Pesh, the 23-year-old who looks like 16. Here she is again. Oh, strong defending. And it actually came off Josiane Antoine. And the Jamaicans fly up court. The fade, the fake, the pass, the shot, the goal.
Can't want it any better. Can't want it any better. And they have hit the 70 mark. They just look very clean.
Yeah.
I am impressed. I am impressed.
I must say I am as well. 70-30. 40 goals the difference. Under 6 minutes to play.
Not sure why the wing attack is on top there.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines are champions of the OECS region. A tournament held earlier this year. Barbados would have been invited to that OECS tournament as well, won all their matches, but would not have been eligible to be champions. And Vincent and the Grenadines, the best team in the OECS region, beating St. Lucia, I think it was, in that final match. In fact, I don't think they actually played a full match, but St. Vincent well clear when rain came, and they decided not to continue the game, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines crowned champions, but I think they were leading by about 20.
Yes, it was a big margin, and Obi knows the three countries that mainly have that fight in the OECS is St. Vincent, Grenada, and St. Lucia. So when you have such a big margin between both St. Lucia and St. Vincent, it begs to question a lot of things I don't want to question here on air.
Wow.
I never saw you as the controversial type, Natasha. 72-36. 72-30, beg your pardon. In favor of the Jamaicans, 4 minutes to play in this match.
I have to say I like the display of skills for this game. And you know what too? Take nothing from St. Vincent. They have actually come out and they have done some nice things on court today, especially in the circle.
Yes.
That shooter, yes man, positioning, getting that ball, split landing, and shooting really well. So it's always good to play against good quality team, because it then brings out the best, even if you happens to lose.
Indeed, and we are seeing a lot coming out here from the Vincentians as well, all around, and I know that they will definitely be applying some of the little things that they would have picked up in this game throughout the rest of the qualifiers.
Yeah, maybe I'm underestimating what she has produced, but I would love to see Davis a little bit more involved inside the circle. I just feel as if maybe Antoine has shouldered too much of the shooting burden in this second.
Well,
she's
Obi,
done it well.
You know Davis very well, and that sometimes is her way of playing. She has shown a bit more dominance in the years past, but she goes into a little shell sometimes that we have to crack open. But you're so correct. A lot of the burden is on Antoine really to make those shots and get the. And Davis, we know, has the ability to step up even more than she's doing.
Yeah, Allison on for Jonas at goal attack for the Jamaicans. And this game just petering out now with the Jamaicans utterly dominant and maybe just trying a few things towards the end. St. Vincent still fighting though. They have already produced 8 goals in this quarter.
And we're seeing a number of changes here for St. Vincent. We have Nia Miller coming in at wing attack, and Shania Pompey has dropped down to goal defense.
And the shooter from St. Vincent is still getting those balls in.
Yes,
yes. There you go.
Beautiful.
Very good take from
strong take,
Antoine.
And she's very comfortable in taking those shots. No hustle. She composes herself and makes those shots.
Yeah, you need a flexible type of body to be able to take some of those balls coming in, especially when they're fired in at pace like that.
Move.
73-34. Really commendable effort this from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I can't wait to see what they produce against the likes of Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados. Tough matches coming up.
They're going to be dominating. They are very young. They are very energetic. They want to be out there on court. They want to stay out there. They want to do a lot of things out there. Look at how that goalkeeper hustled back in the circle.
This is Davis. Goes for the lob. And Antoine was always going to be under pressure. Seconds remaining in this one. (73-35). Jamaica centre pass. On the scene to finish it off. And there's the final horn. The Sunshine Girls victorious in their opener in Kingston. The National Indoor Sports Centre saluting a fine performance. Highest total for the tournament so far, eclipsing the 6-7 scored by Barbados against the Cayman Islands in the opening match today. The Jamaicans hit 74 against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Vincentian, for their part, playing their part in an entirely enthralling affair, 74-35, and the Vincentians can be very proud of what they have produced here tonight, Natasha.
Oh, definitely. I am very proud of their performance, and I know the supporters that are watching back home, I know they're very proud, and we did not give up. We fought right through to the last whistle, and the experience of the Jamaicans prevailed, but it is definitely a learning experience, and I know we will get better as these qualifiers go by.
Yes, 74-35. Let's have a look then at the second half highlights for this one. And the Jamaicans operated with Janelle Fowler in the first half. In the second half, she was replaced. And St. Vincent and the Grenadines had their improved in the third. They scored 9 goals in the third quarter. Would improve on that in the fourth as well with 12. So the Jamaicans just dictating the tempo of this game from start to finish. 14 goals scored by the Jamaicans in the final quarter, 11 scored by St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so a lot for them to be proud of, improving in that second half with 9 and 11. But Pinckney for Jamaica at goal shoot, Kelsey Jonas at goal attack, really working over the Vincentian team and making it difficult for them. Josie and Antoine was a tower of strength in the goal shooting position for the St. Vincent and the Grenadines team, but in the final analysis the Jamaicans just too strong and too good. A young team but a quality team, and given what we have seen here tonight, the future of Jamaica's netball looks in very, very good hands. Let's have a look at the statistics then. 41 turnovers at the end of it for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 41 contacts as well, 25 contacts for Jamaica, 21 turnovers, no offsides, so teams disciplined for the most part, and the Jamaicans taking victory 74-35. Well, Mariah Ramrak, I'm sure, is somewhere by courtside. Let's find out what she has for us.
All right, so I'm here now with the captain of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ruthann Williams. Ruthann, not your best game today against Jamaica. Would you say this is one of the results that you would have expected?
Well, we know that the game was going to be tough and hard. Jamaica came out. I mean, they're top 5 in the world, so they came out with their A game. We played hard. We could have played harder, but we'll use it as a practice game for the remaining games.
What would you have learned from that match against Jamaica?
Well, they're really quick, so we have to, well, we're not playing Jamaica again, but I'm sure Trinidad is going to come hard tomorrow. So we'll just improve from what we did here today.
All right, anything you want to say to the St. Vincent and Grenadines fans that are tuned in? And of course, they're hoping that you can get one of the spots for the World Cup next year.
Yes, of course. Well, just continue to support Team St. Vincent. We have the remaining games. This was not part of the qualifying, so we have Trinidad tomorrow, so we'll be grateful for the continued support. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much. We're going to be joined now by the captain of Jamaica, Janelle Fowler. Janelle, a win that was expected for the Jamaican fans. What did you make of your team's performance?
I reckon that the girls went out there and they did their best. We had some mishaps where we were throwing away some balls that we need to take care of. Coming the harder games, we're going to have to take care of these balls. So just going back and making sure that we go over the things that we need to do. But all in all, they did well.
In my interview with you earlier in the week, you spoke about using this match as an opportunity to look at the youngsters, to get a gauge as to what they're doing. You were on the court with them. What did you make of their performance?
So much room for improvement, but I feel that they're going in the right direction. So just keeping them motivated, keeping them to task, and making sure that when they go out there on court, that they play their best and know what the end result is, so they'll play for it.
Something I found impressive personally is that, okay, we all understand that the Jamaica A team, the team that took part in the Commonwealth Games, it's a star-studded cast, it's very difficult to compete against you. But what has attributed to Jamaica's netball, because these youngsters play as if they belong to the A team?
I feel that we have this natural ingrown skill in us, and whenever we touch the netball court, it just shows. We haven't been training together for a long time, but because we have been amongst each other going through different stages for a while, we know how we play. So I mean, all the girls, they just have complemented each other so well. So I reckon that is why we can always go there and perform.
Coming into this match again, a question that we had asked you many times is, the importance of playing in front of the Jamaican fans. But just to be here and to feel it, I felt it. I mean, I was sitting in the stands and the stands were rocking every time you all scored. How did you feel?
I'm super, super proud to be playing in front of our home country. I haven't played in front of them in more than a year now. So it's really good to hear how electrifying they get when we score a goal and when Amanda makes a good move. So it's really good playing in front of them and having them so excited.
Janelle, thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, so at this point in time, let's check in now with Ricardo Chambers. Ricardo, what's up?
Well, I'm just looking at you, Mariah. Yeah, let's have a look now at tomorrow's schedule. We start at 6 o'clock Jamaica time. That's 7 in the rest of the Caribbean. And we'll get a first look at Grenada. They will take on Antigua and Barbuda. Grenada going 2 from 2 today. And we'll also be seeing live USA versus Jamaica with St. Vincent and the Grenadines taking on Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Lucia facing Barbados as well. The 2 live matches though will be Grenada versus Antigua, Barbuda, and USA versus Jamaica on Monday, which is Heroes Day in the land of wood and water. We saw some of our netball heroes on the opening day of the America's Netball World Cup qualifiers here at the National Indoor Sports Center. An opening ceremony filled with music and dance. Yeah, from Cayman to Jamaica, from the 1960s to the current. Yeah, it was quite a party here in Kingston, Jamaica. And on the court, yeah, we saw quality, a lot of it. Barbados starting us off and getting a convincing victory over the Cayman Islands. St. Vincent and the Grenadines balled into action, and they were too good for the United States of America. The fans came in as the day went on. Trinidad and Tobago showing their stuff against St. Lucia, proving too good against Mineth Reynolds' girls. The Trinis were on fire, and then the home team, Jamaica, closing out in style with a 74-goal performance against the spirited St. Vincent and the Grenadines outfit. That's day one from the National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston, Jamaica. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Jamaica time, 7 Eastern Caribbean time on Monday.